Okay, so hi guys. So I wanted to make this really quick video over how to divide using polynomial long division. Also, I do apologize. I haven't uploaded in like a week or so because I was dog sitting for my sister, so I do apologize for that. I know a lot of people are heading back to school soon, so I'm making these videos in case, for whatever class they're taking. So it says divide using polynomial long division and take into account any remainders. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and rewrite the problem. So x cubed minus 2x squared plus 5x minus 4. And we're dividing it by x minus 3. So here we're going to go ahead and do the box that we originally do when we divide using long division. So we have x cubed minus 2x squared, minus 2x squared plus 5x minus 4. And then on the outside we put the x minus 3. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. Okay, so let's go ahead and go back to the problem. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in again. So the idea is we need to first look at, and the way that I usually do these, we need to first look at, actually, here. We need to first look at this x cubed term and kind of forget about these other terms. So the way this is going to work is I'm going to grab x cubed, and if I divide it by x minus 3, I'm going to go ahead and look at the leading coefficients, or the leading terms. So the leading term is x, so I'm really going to do x cubed over x to know exactly what I'm going to put in for my value on here. So when I do that, I get x squared, and so I'm going to put an x squared here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, well, what happens when I divide the x cubed term by that by x. So what happens is basically you're going to go ahead and do x squared and then times x minus 3. And what happens is that we would distribute. So then this would be x cubed minus 3x squared. So that's what I'm going to put here, but I'm going to put a minus and then parentheses, because usually the minus will distribute in. So we have x cubed minus the quantity x cubed minus 3x squared, and then close parentheses. So then now what I'm going to do is I'm literally just going ahead and subtracting here. So x cubed minus x cubed would cancel out, obviously. And then we have negative 2x squared minus negative 3x squared. So it would be negative 2x squared plus 3x squared, which gives me x squared. So we would go ahead and put that in. So we would get x squared here, and then plus 5x minus 4. And so now we want to look at the x squared term here. So again, you want to always try to cancel out the leading term. So when we do that, we say, okay, well, when I do x squared over x, what happens? So if I do x squared over x, using laws of exponents, we know that this is going to be x. So then we would put a plus x here. And so when I do that, I'm going to go ahead and say x. So it would be x times x minus 3, right? So then, let me rewrite this. So then when I do that, then I'm going to say, okay, well, what happens when I sorry guys, I want to make sure that this is, I want to take off the highlights. Okay, so when I do that, basically we would do x times x minus 3. Distributive property, we get x squared minus 3x. So then that's what we would put, but again, make sure you put minus and parentheses. So this is what we would get. We would put it right here. And then finally, we would go ahead and, or not finally, but we would go ahead and do the same thing, cancel out the x squared. So we're just canceling out every leading term. So then we would do 5x, and we have a minus negative 3x. So 5x minus negative 3x. This is why it's important to put parentheses, because that way we can use that addition or that subtraction rule. A minus negative b is really a plus b. So anyways, we would go ahead and do this. So then this would really be 5x plus 3x, and that's 8x. So really, here, this whole thing would be 8x. So we would put 8x, and then we would bring down the negative 4. And then finally, we would put in 8. So now we have 8x minus 4 over x minus 3. We would always do the leading term, 8x over x, and that's really going to give me 8. So we would put plus 8 right here. So we would have 8x, and actually, when we do multiply the 8, we would have 8 times x minus 3, and again, distributive property. So then we would end up getting 8x minus 24, and we would put, again, minus parentheses, 8x minus 24. And let me take this off. So then, again, we would do negative 4 minus negative 24. So then this would give us negative 4 plus 24, which is 20. So our remainder would be 20. Now the way that we would write this, we always put whatever's in here. So we would have x squared plus x plus 8, and then plus, and then we're going to put the 20. So really, we're going to put this on top, 20, and then over, and we're going to put the x minus 3 over here. So really our answer is going to be x squared plus x minus, plus x plus 8 plus 20 over x minus 3. And this is our final answer for this problem, guys. So that is going to be it for this video. If anybody has any questions whatsoever, please let me know, and also please like, comment, and or subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.